I do want to kind of start on the characters themselves. Grittiness is so important in this. Realism is so important in this. What was something that was a conversation with Peter or even Mark about the story and trying to find, I guess, the resolution in these people to do what they do or to follow what they feel is right?
I think I've been on a lot of shows that claim they want to go for grittiness and realness, and then I get in the makeup chair and they're like, here are your fake eyelashes. And I sort of roll my eyes like, okay, that's just sort of the party line, and you don't really mean that. You want to paint a kind of rosier picture of whatever we're doing. And they really meant it. My makeup was soil slapped across my face and blood and the elements, which was really refreshing. I think, in order to serve our characters and be authentic to the time period, we really looked and felt it throughout the given day, and that was really helpful.
I think the beauty of what you said, I haven't had this question yet, or we haven't, is what you think these characters were doing was right, and how subjective that is, and the beauty of the show being you see from so many different characters and different religions, and from the Native community to Brigham Young to Bridger to Isaac, and how we're all carrying a certain weight because of the times. I don't even know your question, but that's me rambling about what you think was right. And that was so fun to play, though, because you have such different views of what was going on there. And hopefully as an audience member, you live each view through these characters if we've done our job. So, and you know what? It's, for the most part, at least humbly speaking, you kind of do see their side or their subjective views because they've been shaped by these elements and these moments of history. So from Dane to Han too, who fucking killed it. But yeah.
I was trying to think right now too. I don't. Is this your first westerns for both of you? I know you did a little bit in John Carter, a little bit of western, but not really too much. But like, is this really your first kind of western foray for both of you, or?
Well, at Six Flags in about 1993, I did do a Western-themed photo shoot. So you may know my work from that. I was holding a rifle and in a flapper outfit that an 8-year-old probably shouldn't have been wearing. But that picture comes to mind. No, this is the first time that I've done something in this time period and in this genre. And it was a dream come true. It was, sometimes it's hard to play level 10 stakes when you are in a cashmere sweater in a soundstage and everything is comfortable. This really felt, it sort of was like the elements felt how we are supposed to feel inside. The storm inside was also on the outside, and it almost made it easier.
I think I love that it's more of a frontiersman kind of period of the fur trapping, and like right before the whole cowboy came into play, and that's fascinating to me. I think when you're like in grade 10 or 9 or 10 or something, and you're reading about the fur trappers, in Hudson Bay and stuff like that, you kind of like glorify it or romanticize that time. But the more we educated ourselves on it, you really do have an understanding of how raw it was and how lucky we are to not be living in that time, from disease to weather to, freezing to death to starving to obviously massacres happening. I don't know. That was unusually appealing to me.
I think it was amazing, and I do see you guys going through the weather, so I thank you much for your service in this to give us a great story. So I hope everyone in your world is happy and healthy, and we'll make sure to talk about this with everyone.
Thanks so
Thanks,
much.
man. Likewise.